The Central Statistical Office will collect critical information on the situation of women and children in Trinidad and Tobago in a survey next month. The research will probe a gamut of issues, from women's sexual behavior and use of contraception to child victimization and infant mortality. More in this report from Vidia Ramphal.
One aspect of next month's 2020 multi-indicator cluster survey is a measure of how much of the chemical iodine exists in the salt we consume. Iodine plays an important role in the normal development of the infant brain. Without it, 18 million babies are born annually with some form of mental impairment. Many countries therefore add iodine to salt to prevent this from happening. In next month's survey in Trinidad and Tobago, enumerators will be using this test to determine the iodine levels in salt we use. These enumerators will also be finding out much more about the life of this country's women and children, including levels of literacy and education, sanitation and hygiene, tobacco and alcohol use, HIV/AIDS, and much more. The training program launched on Monday aims to ensure the information collected is highly accurate.
As the enumerators, you will gather information on the living conditions of households in Trinidad and Tobago. You will collect data on children under 5 from mothers or other caregivers. You will garner data that will be disaggregated by sex, wealth, urban and rural areas. And your importance as enumerators cannot be overstated, since you will collect critical data that can only be provided by the mix.
The United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, UNICEF, developed the mix study. UNICEF emphasizes that accurate information alone can frame the best policy to target the vulnerable groups in Trinidad and Tobago.
Without accurate responses and measurements, we cannot make sound plans that will guide the development of Trinidad and Tobago. Accurate data, not fake data.
Over 7,200 households will be targeted in the multi-indicator cluster survey, which begins in April. Vidia Ramphal, TTT News.